Some unfinished business to do at 130, but I want to make sure I put myself and everybody on notice that at 135 pounds, I'm a real contender.
You mentioned that losing your weight at the scale, that it was just better to be safe than sorry and not lose the weight, drain yourself for the fight. It was a very tough fight at the end of the night. Do you feel that this opportunity is coming at a perfect time in your career? For your body's like, it wants to move up, it wants a little bit more weight to work with?
Absolutely, man. But I made the coronavirus. There was a lot of, I don't want to say excuses, but there was a lot of factors that carried on to me not making weight. Coronavirus. I was taking care of my fiance at the time. She was pregnant. We were eating a whole bunch of cookies, a whole bunch of, you know how that goes, man. So I ended up checking my weight, looked in the mirror, my ass was all jiggling and shit. I was like, oh man, like, something gotta go. So I checked my weight, and sure enough, man, I was super heavy. Ended up getting the call that I was gonna be fighting 8 weeks in advance. 2 weeks into the camp, they called me saying I was gonna have the fight 7 weeks instead of 8 weeks. So that kind of like played a factor, but at the end of the day, I still thought I was going to be able to make it. Just unfortunate that my body wasn't able to do it anymore, man. I was doing everything, man. I was busting my ass, training for about 2 hours inside the gym. The day before the weigh-ins, had a sauna bag on, passed out a couple times. Was really, really weak, really dehydrated. Wasn't able to make the weight anymore, man. So I was like, man, like, I'm still going to fight. I'll just take the bullet. It was my fault. Everything that happened, it was my fault, man. Nobody else's. I'll take the bullet and, lose my bout, but I still want to go out there and perform for my fans and perform for everybody. So I did that. I thought I fought a hell of a fight still, given the fact that my body was depleted and weak and I wasn't able to do what I'm capable of doing. But I still thought I did enough to win the fight. Unfortunately, the judges saw it differently. But like I said, man, it was a learning experience for me. I was able to, come back. I was a little depressed at first, but then I knew that God had a purpose for that, man. And I was praying to Him to give me another opportunity to let me show out to everybody. And then all of a sudden, man, I hear this information that Ryan Garcia ended up pulling out from the Javier Fortuna fight due to his mental illness and due to his depression and stuff. And I wish Ryan Garcia nothing but the best. He's a hell of a fighter and he's a great guy. And I wish, nobody that type of illness, man. Mental health and depression, all that stuff is a serious condition that a lot of people deal with that don't like to bring it out because they want to be strong and they don't want to be weak, but everybody deals with it, man. So it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of balls for a guy like Ryan Garcia to actually come out and admit that. And I respect him and I wish him nothing but the best. But once I heard of that, man, I was like, shit. I started brainstorming, man. I was like, yo, fuck it. I ended up, right when Ryan Garcia said that, I ended up texting Robert Diaz and Oscar De La Hoya saying, yo, set me up with Javier Fortuna. Let's get this fucking fight going. I'll compete at 135 pounds. I don't mind it. They were intrigued. They liked the fight. They ended up hitting up the zone, I believe, like 2 days later. The zone liked it as well. And here we are, man, 2.5 weeks from the Javier Fortuna fight.